Yeah, hey, John G, yo, hey, yeah, I said I'm shaking it off. These shoes that I'm wearing got a nigga feeling lost. People looking at me and they don't know what it costs, and I'm trying to figure out where I got my sauce. Really, I don't know, it just came like this. Put the words to the music, rearrange that bitch. Trying to find me a real thick Asian bitch with a nice body and a nice set of tits. Not the kind of girl that really don't say shit. Talk about the kind when she swing, she don't duck, don't miss. Ooh, she so cold with the whip. Got a little ice, think it froze on the wrist. Stay running like the faucet with the constant drip. No, I won't stop and no, I won't quit. No, I won't fold and no, I won't trip. If you got a good hand, then go all in, bitch. Talk about the hold on. Set for
Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jay Vaz, and you're watching the Jay Vaz Show, music and entertainment at its finest. We got a guest today from Pasadena, Texas.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Sean G. We live in the building over here at the Jay Vaz Show. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank Jay Vaz for having the opportunity to have me out here.
Sean G, that's right. Before we get you there, though, make sure you follow us on all the social media pages at the Jay Vaz Show. Check out the website, thejvazshow.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't done so and you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or iHeartRadio, hit the subscribe button, rate the podcast, share the podcast, all that good stuff. Let's get right into this. From Pasadena, Texas, Sean G. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing good today, man. Just thank God I had a Saturday off and all that, and everything worked out to make it over here to you on time and all that good stuff.
Alrighty, man. We appreciate for the little delay. We were a little late, but we were making it happen.
It's all good. I was checking out the lobby and everything, checking out the office space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cozy.
They got some spaces open, man. If you move in your studio, moving your business in here. So let's get into it, man. Pasadena, Texas. It's
Yes,
right next door to Houston.
Let's
For
get
people
down,
who may not know. It's right next door to Houston. Now, I'm not too familiar with the area, so talk to us about the culture you were raised around as far as being, growing up in Pasadena.
Well, growing up, I was born in Indiana, up north in Indiana. I moved to Pasadena when I was probably about my family. My mom is from Pasadena. I grew up in Pasadena. We moved back over here when I was about 4 or 5, something like that. But I was raised in just, it's pretty much Houston culture in Pasadena. We're right, we're a hop and a skip pretty much. We don't even got to jump. We're a hop and a skip right there from Houston. So everything Houston, I was raised a lot on SPM. He influenced me in my culture. Mexican and Spanish speaking family. All my mom and my aunts and my uncles, they all speak Spanish. So, Hispanic culture, tamales and barbacoa. My grandma cooked the whole, head of the cow in the oven sometimes, and everybody come over for barbacoa on Sundays or whatever. So things like that. A lot of high school days, gangs this, gangs that, and stuff like that. Just trying to stay above all that kind of stuff. And
So you mentioned you listened to a lot of SPM. That will lead me to my next question. How did you get into the hip hop industry?
Man, how did I get into the hip hop industry? I honestly don't know, man. I just think it was all supposed to happen. I've always been in love with music ever since I was little. Since I was a kid, all I remember is jamming music. Got pictures of me with headphones, jamming music all the time, things like that. And slowly, just as a teenager, was freestyling to my friends and stuff like that. I was getting good feedback from them. They would always want me to continue to rap and stuff like that at all. So of course people telling me I'm doing good and they wanting to hear me, of course is gonna want me to continue to keep doing that at first,
Sure.
Things like that. And slowly just progressed to me making music, releasing music. I've been doing music since I was about 20. Now I'm 31. So 10 years of me learning about my music, trying to find myself and things like that. And I think right now is where I'm at a comfortable spot with my music and just making music for myself, not thinking too much about it, and just trying to push and grow as an artist and all that kind of stuff.
So how would you describe your style?
Man, my style, man, it's very, very different than what you would normally hear. You know, I may have a look about me that would maybe think that I have a different type of style of music, but I'm a real fun style of music, different, quirky. I like to fix computers, and I got a job fixing cell phones and computers, so I'm real tech savvy, so kind of like quirky, uh, but still you can feel the down south flavor and stuff like that, Houston culture in my music. I feel that you can hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No. So you mentioned SPM being one of your influences, and you being saying how you were describing your style. It kind of describes how SPM likes to have fun in his music, things of that
Sure.
nature. But besides SPM, who else have you been influenced by as far as hip hop goes?
Shoot, Eminem was one of my big influences. That's the first actual CD-ROM that I ever purchased for myself was Eminem 97, the Marshall Mathers LP. No, I'm sorry, the one where he's on the bridge in the back of the trunk. What is that? You know?
Moment of silence, bro. I don't remember the covers.
Well,
No,
it's got 97 Bonnie and Clyde. It's like one from like 98.
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady LP. Yeah, Slim Shady LP was the first one that I purchased. So I think Eminem was a big influence on my music. Honestly, 90s dance music was the influence of my music.
Now
I
that's what
grew
you
up.
call music. Call 1-800.
I got my mom was a big 80s fan, so I was raised on 80s music, things like that. So really a whole bunch of sounds have made my style the way it is.
Yeah. So you say you started making music at the age of 20. Well, when was your actual? What song was the first song that you ever recorded?
The first song I ever recorded was a song called "I'm So Fly" by it was on YouTube. Um,
Is it still on YouTube?
yeah, it's still on
Yeah.
YouTube. You can find it. It's from a long time ago, but it's a Slim Thug cover by it's a Slim Thug cover called "Cheese" or "Smile for the Camera." It's a smile for the camera, A for the camera. But I did a little remix. I was just inspired by it. That was like the first song I actually wrote and
Comparing
recorded.
comparing what you did with that track to whatever your latest track is that you just recorded. Say you just recorded last night.
Okay.
Comparing that to last night's recording,
Oh man.
how would you say you've improved as an artist?
Definitely improved. So I just recorded a song 2 days ago, a verse 2 days ago. I'm working with the artist named Young Graves out of New Zealand. I just hit him. We linked up on Instagram, man, and I noticed he's a up and coming artist in New Zealand. I like the sound, and he showed some love. We just linked up. We got a song coming out. It's gonna be called Every Time. So from I'm So Fly to now, definitely would have improved a lot of my lyrical ability, just my flow, my confidence in my sound, and just the more open mindedness to the way things could happen with music.
Yeah, music is fucking. I don't even know how to say it without sounding corny. Because every time I'm behind the camera, I'm like, people probably think I'm just trying to say the right things. But fucking music is. It's so awesome that not just music, but the internet. It's so awesome that a person from New Zealand
Oh, I know,
is able to
man.
connect with you from Texas
I know, bro.
and
It's
bond in a
crazy.
track together. Like,
It's crazy, bro, because like he's really like I just tried to reach out and see what would happen, and boom, he just I was just like, man, I like your stuff, man. What's up, blah blah blah, and slowly, just a whole bunch of words and a whole bunch of messages on the feed, and it's just unbelievable how
yeah,
I tagged. I think I put up a video or a link or some kind of something on Instagram. I put up a post, and I was just tagging, putting random tags out there. Me and my buddy Esco, when we post stuff, we just throw it in different Europe rapper, UK rapper, things like that, just to try to see. And I tagged New Zealand rapper one day, New Zealand artist or something. And I think that's how one of my New Zealand tags on Instagram
yeah.
got my music to New Zealand and got made a
That's
connection.
that's
So I think
fucking
that's
dope.
really cool.
And the reason I say music is because it's different. I can't just hit up a New Zealand podcaster and we're gonna link up. You know what I mean? So that's why I think music is so fucking beautiful in a way.
For sure.
You know, regardless of what the content is and how people feel about today's music, it just brings people together all together. So that's pretty awesome that you're being able to, you know, put your music out there in the years of different countries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
New Zealand to Houston connection, man. Who would have thought? You know,
who would
New
have
Zealand
thought?
to Texas.
Who would have thought, man? So, I was checking out some of your music videos. Shout out to Esco, man. He put me on your music. I was checking out some of your music videos. So, talk to us about your most current project.
Well, my most current project, my latest released, my latest single that I put out would be called Oath. It's got a music video. You know, it's on all the sites that you can find, digital streaming sites, things like that. I've just been focusing on making singles for the most part right now. Just trying to make music with anybody I can and see what happens. But I do have, you know, a project on the way. I decided to I've made a lot of music in the past before, you know, in the past years of me doing music that have just, you know, I made and just forgot about it or whatever. Um, and this year I decided to put all my music together from 2019, mash it all up, and we're gonna release that in the coming months. Hopefully, I'm hoping, you know, like late March at the latest, something like that. I already got all the music ready, just got to put it together and put it out there.
So are you planning on dropping multiple singles? You plan on doing what's that artist's name that does the singles that got popular out of dropping a single a month? Russ. Or do you plan on doing more like EPs? You know, what route do you plan on taking?
I would say because since you just mentioned that, I would say it would probably be like more like Russ than anything.
Yeah.
Dropping singles for now, just dropping singles.
Because man, when I checked out his interview and he was talking about it, I was like, bro, this shit makes so much sense. Dropping a single a month with people's attention span nowadays.
Yeah, I know, because there's really no. That's what me and Esco were talking about one day. Is that like you can put out a single. You can put out a single nowadays, and the way the music is and the way that, you know, fans are and things like that. You can put out a single nowadays and get more popularity than you could just releasing an album. You know, than releasing a whole album of music for just one song. So, you know, why would I don't know, not waste time, but why would I?
But it could be a waste of time. So you're right, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on that. For example, let's say you put out 10 tracks and they're all fucking fire. Only one of them is gonna catch on at that moment.
Yeah.
The other 9 are going to waste.
Pretty much.
But if you drop one every month, then people are gonna digest that one song
for the whole month. And then be maybe anticipating another release in the next month.
And it'll be
and that's a better way, I think, to give people a chance to actually listen to you, try to figure out who you are in a month of a release or whatever, and then maybe anticipate your next release.
So, speaking of your projects that you got coming out, what can we expect as far as who you're working with in production, who you're working with, any features on there, or just all together, what can we expect from these upcoming singles?
So mostly my music is going to be mostly me, and just I don't really have any featured artists, just kind of people who come along the way. I got Trippy Hippie. You know, he's on one of my songs right now. It's called Lit. I linked up with a producer named Marco V. You know, he's a local producer who I've worked with before. So I also worked up with a producer named Broca Beats. Somehow we made a connection on the internet, and he's got some major label placements. He worked with Little Peep. I don't know, some other guy, Young Dex or something like that. So, he's got some music out right now on some Billboard charts. I don't really know, but so I got some music on the way, some really good production stuff that's going to be happening. Just stay tuned to Sean G. You know, going to be having more stuff popping and more stuff releasing and just a whole bunch of things and all that good stuff, man.
So, like I said, I found your music on YouTube. Is your music currently on all streaming services as well?
Not all of it. Not all of my music. I've gotten. I just started releasing my music on all streaming things of that nature in late 2019. But SoundCloud, I have music on SoundCloud, on YouTube. I have music on Spotify, AudioMac, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal. You know, all those.
Yeah.
all those kind of sites. I just upload it to a digital streaming site and they release it for me.
That's dope, man.
Hmm.
Who are some of the artists that you would like to work with?
Man, I would like to work with anybody who'd like to work with Sean G. I would like to work with.
From New Zealand, goddamn, from
I mean,
anywhere.
really, man, it's all about. It's not that I really want to work. I mean, I would love to work with some major, some major artists, try to help break through. But it's all whatever happens organically is just whatever I like to do. Whatever I don't like to do anything that don't feel natural. If it don't feel natural for me, then I don't do it. So
Yeah.
whatever's natural and whatever's organic is what I'm down to rock with.
Uh,
However that may come, however that may happen. But things like this and me being over here coming over here to the J Vaz show is definitely something that is something I need to do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You need all the exposure that you can get. As being an independent artist.
Hmm.
There's no platform too big. There's no platform too small. You gotta take every opportunity, man. Now, as far as your like say you want to work with anybody, is there any specific style you would rather do? Any specific type of?
I like that, man. I would like to work with Kenny Beats. If I could work with anybody, really, somebody's sound I really, really like right now is Kenny Beats, out of LA. He's got some real cool new age, different, weird type sound that I think I could really vibe with, and that would be somebody like Kenny Beats. Some new wave type music.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm a new wave, alternative hip hop or something like that. Some kind of artist like that.
So glad you brought that up. You think you're an alternative hip hop. So that brings me to my next question. What can people, or what message are you giving out in your music? What can people expect when they're listening to your music?
Whenever you listen to Sean G, man, you listen to a lot of, um, really a lot of my stuff. If I don't feel it in my heart, then it doesn't go on the beat. So it's all my music is from the heart. It's mixed messages about things that happen in life. The relationships in life, the ups and the downs, the twists and the turns. It's just all my. It's all my. It's all my vision of what's happened in my life and the way I like to express myself. So it's all real stuff, man. And then it's some funny stuff. It's some weird, like kind of sound like gangster stuff almost. But it's just the vibe of the music, man. It's the whole thing. It's a whole vibe.
Having a good time.
Yeah. Having a good time.
Having a good time while you
love.
making
It's
good
about
music.
love, really.
Yeah. So for people who might not have not heard your music yet, what would you tell them that would make them want to give you a shot as far as checking your music out?
I would say, well, with so much music out there, so much music available, why not just give somebody you may know, somebody who's local in your community, a chance to and listen. What is 2.5 minutes? A 2.5 minute investment could lead to a lot of a big future, or a big it could lead to a big connection, or something with my music. Why not just give it a listen and see if you like it?
Yeah.
Just give a local Pasadena guy a shot.
Pasadena, Texas. Yeah. And it's funny because we don't get a lot of Pasadena artists, or at least not, I guess, since it's more of like in the Houston area, everybody claims Houston.
Uh-huh.
So, you're right. Give a Pasadena artist that's representing Pasadena a shot. Not like a lot of people, I grew up in the city that's about 45 minutes from here, Waller.
Mm-hmm.
And people from out there were rapping, representing Houston. It's like, about an hour away, bro. He's a long shot.
I mean, I see I'm representing Houston too, in a part because I'm so influenced by the Houston culture. Like I said, the DJ Screw and the Fat Pats and the Mike Jones, because of course that was in my history of growing up, the music. So I'm from Pasadena. I represent, of course, my Pasadena where I'm from.
Sure.
Indiana. I still got family. Shout out Auburn, Kendallville, Indiana. What's up, Uncle Chew? My dad, they're out there in Indiana. We're working right now, actually. So I still got family in Indiana. I represent Indiana in a part. So
Yeah.
wherever I'm from, I just bring Sean G to wherever I'm at.
So, Sean, from the first song you recorded when you were 20 to now, how have you grown, not as an artist, but obviously you say, your music comes from the heart. How do you feel you've grown as a person that helped your music evolve?
It's just personal life experiences, death. Death is one of them. I lost my grandma back in 2012. That was a big part for me. That was a big time of my life for me. So I had never experienced death before. That helped me grow as an artist. The people who you just, the relationships you have, the people who come across you and you think that, you're in a real good, oh man, this is it, man. I found, we're gonna do it and stuff like that. And then those people just come, you come to find out that something happens and it's just not, wasn't meant to be. And you can, how people, you really got to look out for the benefit of yourself and just don't have foggy vision. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just watch out and nothing bad really happened. Just
Yeah.
things that make you visualize, things that
See
make you
things different.
realize, things that make you
Yeah.
realize something. It's just things in your life, man.
It helps you see things different, helps you appreciate
sure.
things in a different level.
For sure.
Little things that, when you're younger, you don't
really care about, you don't really pay attention to.
Yeah, because for example, death. When you're younger, you think we have all the time in the world,
Oh yeah.
but then you realize, shit, we don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
I
appreciate
mean,
the
R.P.
moments.
Kobe. You know what I mean? What about that, man? That's something that.
Bro, that's crazy because last Saturday we had a guy in here that was wearing the Kobe jersey, and never in a million years would it cross your mind that Kobe's gonna pass away tomorrow morning.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's why. You gotta live every day like it's your last in some kind of way, man. Just try to do something and just do it. Just do whatever you got in your it's 2020, year of the vision, I like to say. It's the 2020, the year of the vision. You gotta see it through this year,
Yeah.
You gotta see your vision through. So
all right, so getting back to your music, what's the latest project you're pushing right now? The latest single again that you're pushing right now?
right now I'm pushing Oath. That would be my latest single that I'm pushing. That's a whole single, a whole release. It's got a video.
The music video, yeah.
It's got a music video. I've got it's out on Spotify. So Oath. My next one is probably gonna be with Young Graves, the New Zealand artist. You can follow Young Graves on Instagram at ITSYUNGGRAVES. Go check out his music. He's got an album out right now, or a mixtape on Spotify. You can go check out. So that's gonna be my next push. We already got the vocals recorded. We just got to get it mixed and mastered down, and then I'm gonna talk to Young Grace, see how we want to push it out there, how we want to get it out.
That's what's up, man. Well, shit. Where can people find your music? Where can people find you? Social media pages, YouTube links.
YouTube.com/shotbyesco for my music videos. A lot of good stuff on there. Sean G QDE. You can find me on SoundCloud, Instagram. If you want to find me on anything other than that, just type in Oath, OATH, Sean G. You should be able to find me on YouTube or Google, all those kind of iTunes, man. iTunes. I'm trying to be on everywhere for everybody.
Yeah.
Because if I like, some people pay subscriptions for music, some people don't like to. So then I'm on Spotify for them. People who do pay prescriptions.
Apple.
I'm on YouTube for people who just like to watch videos. I'm on SoundCloud for people who just like to surf music sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm on Audio Mac as well. Sean G QD, Sean G on Audio Mac. It's a free service for music. Just follow one of those, man. Follow one of those sites, so you should be able to keep up with me.
Alrighty. So once again, Oath is available on all streaming services. Check out the music video on YouTube as well. Shots by Esco. We'll post the link on the description of the podcast to the songs. We'll post the links to the music video. Shout out to my boy Esco, man. We got some work coming out with him as well. Once again, man, we appreciate your time. Appreciate you stopping by. Keep pushing. We'll once we get off, we'll link up and we'll talk about some things. But
for sure.
Like I said, we checked out the music video. Esco sent me the link. Dope, good stuff. Appreciate your time, and any new music you got coming out, let us know, and we'll feature it on here, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your time, and make sure to subscribe to J Vaz Show YouTube. Thank you.
Sean G, ladies and gentlemen, Pasadena, Texas, originally from Indiana. Sean G.